Now student, we are going to discuss question number 7.25, and in this question it is given to you two discs of moment of inertia I1 and I2 about their respective axis. Okay, normal to the disc and passing through center, that is given to you. It is rotating with an angular speed omega 1 and omega 2. Okay, now they brought in a contact face to face. Now we have to find that what is angular speed of two disc system. Clear? So now you can understand this situation like this. Let's suppose here we have a disc. Let's suppose I am saying this is disc. Clear? It is having moment of inertia I1. Clear? And let's suppose it is rotating with angular velocity omega 1. Clear? Let's suppose here we have one more. Let's suppose I am saying here we have one more disc. Clear? Having moment of inertia I2 and it is rotating with angular speed, that is omega 2. Clear? Now what I am doing here, actually I am sticking both discs to each other. Clear? It means I can say now situation is like this. Clear? Let's suppose I am saying here we have this disc. Clear? Having I1, and here we have one more disc. Clear? And we can say this is I2. Clear? Now when both discs stick to each other, definitely we can say they are moving with the common angular velocity, this is omega. Clear? So now we can say here we can apply conservation of angular momentum, because about this axis we can say there is no external torque is acting. When there is no external torque acting, it means we can say angular momentum always remains conserved. Clear? So from here we can write like this: initial angular momentum, this is equal to final angular momentum. So initial angular momentum given I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2, this should be equal to, I can say I1 plus I2, and it is multiplied with omega. Clear? So now we can say omega, this is given by I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 divided by, I can say I1 plus I2. Clear everyone? So omega we can say I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 divided by I1 plus I2. Clear to everyone? Yes. So now we can say this is value we have, that is omega. Clear? Now I can say can we calculate here that this is a part A. Part A is I think clear to you. Clear everyone? Yes. Now if we talk about part number B, show that the kinetic energy of a combined system is less than sum of initial kinetic energy of two discs. Clear? So now we are going to solve part number B. Now listen carefully. Let's suppose if I write here initial kinetic energy, this is equal to half of I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square. Clear to everyone? Yes. Now if I talk about final kinetic energy, this one given by half of I1 plus I2, and I can say this is omega square. Clear? In this question it is given kinetic energy of a combined system is less than sum of initial kinetic energy of two discs. Means we can find here loss in kinetic energy. Clear? And loss in kinetic energy is given by K initial minus K final. Clear? So K initial I can write like this: half of I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square minus this is half, I can say I1 plus I2, and this one is omega square. Clear to everyone? Clear? So now yes, actually we can also write this expression here, this one. Clear? This is a pen. Yes. Now let us try to understand this derivation here. Clear? It is given in a question. If we are talking about initial kinetic energy is given by half of I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square. Clear to everyone? Yes. Clear? But if I talk about final kinetic energy, clear? Final kinetic energy is given by half of I1 plus I2, clear, and it is multiplied with omega square. Clear? So if I find here loss in kinetic energy, clear? So how can we calculate? We can calculate like this: half of I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square. Clear? And then we can write like this, minus half of I1 plus I2, this is omega square. Clear? Now we can put here value of omega. Clear? So we can write like this, half of I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square minus 1 by 2 I1 plus I2, clear, and omega square. Now we know what is value of omega, I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 divide by, we can see I1 plus I2, clear, and this value we have square. Clear? So from here, first of all we have to calculate I1 omega 1 square plus half of I2 omega 2 square minus 1 by 2 I1 plus I2, clear. Now we can say actually this I1 plus I2 and this I1 plus I2 is cancelled out. Actually this is a square, so we can write like this. Yes, we can also write like this. Yes, we can also write like this. This is I1 omega 1 square, I1, yes, I1 omega 1, I1 square omega 1 square, clear, plus I2 square omega 2 square plus, we can say this is equal to twice of I1 I2 omega 1 omega 2, clear everyone, and it is divided by, I can say this is I1 plus I2 only, clear. Now if you take here LCM I1 plus I2 and if you multiply it with it, you can write like this, 1 by 2. First I am multiplying with I1, so I1 square omega 1 square plus 1 by 2 I1 I2 omega 2 square, clear. Now I am multiplying with I2 plus 1 by 2 I1 I2, clear, this is omega 1 square plus, I can say this is 1 by 2 I2 square omega 2 square, clear. Now we can write like this, this is minus I1 square omega 1 square minus I2 square omega 2 square, clear, and minus 2 I1 I2 omega 1 omega 2, clear, and we can say it is divided by, I1 plus I2, clear. Now you can say which one is cancelled out, here we have half, everybody we have half, so we can also write like this, this is half, clear, this one also divided by 2 and this one is also divided by 2, clear to everyone? Yes. Now from here we can say I1 omega 1 square, clear, and this one cancelled out, clear. From here you can say this one and where is this one, this is cancelled out, clear. So now we can say I1 I2 omega 2 square, and here we also have I1 I2 omega 1 omega 2, okay. So from here we can take some common, clear. So now concentrate here, I am writing here. So we can take here common I1 I2 divided by, we can say here I am taking 2 times of I1 plus I2, clear. Now you can say here we have here omega 2 square plus omega 1 square, and here we are taking actually 1 by 2 outside, so minus 2 times of omega 1 omega 2, clear. So I can write like this, this is omega 2 minus omega 1 whole square, clear. And my dear student, this is equal to what? This is change in actually loss in kinetic energy, clear. So now we can say here I1 I2, I1 plus I2 all are positive, and we are getting here omega 2 minus omega 1, and this is whole square, it means this is also positive, it means we can say here the loss that we are getting, clear. So this is actually indicating loss of kinetic energy, or actually we will get this loss that is positive, clear. So this indicates that initial kinetic energy is more compared to final kinetic energy. So actually why this is happening, clear. Actually whenever we are actually connecting two discs, at that time some of its energy is actually dissipated in the form of heat when they touch to each other, and after some time when they reach up to a common angular velocity, clear. So there is some energy is to be dissipated due to friction, clear. So we can say this is all about this question. Clear to everyone?